Right, back to the place, the base, and for some reason my scanner's taking ages. I found an S-Class hotspot right next to the base. I don't know why the scanner's taking so long. Might be a mod. I had a couple of troubles with a mod yesterday, which was showing me the wrong ships that crashed Sentinel sites. Come on, hurry up. '86. Well, as this is an industrial site, I can incorporate some manufacturing into it of whatever this gas is that I don't need. Right, 97%, 99. That'll do. So I want to I'll do that, and that's how close this hotspot is. So we've got to build some sort of structure around here. Let me put something in there to make sure I know where exactly it is. There. Kind of X marks the spot. I was playing around with some things, like making a ship out of parts, which doesn't quite work. I might use the freighter parts. So this doesn't show up in my inventory as stuff. Nope. I would like to build some sort of ship up here. And these freighter parts are okay. Not freighter, Corvette parts. They look industrial. And I've also made a couple of landing pads here and a room for the Colossus. Of what I want now, instead of 2 landing pads and the Colossus, I want to move the Colossus pad to there and have three of these. Some pallets, some wheelbarrows, crane, Okay, and instead of relying on little power banks, I want to build some sort of power tower. Maybe here. I don't want to build on that thing, so I'm thinking if I build close to it, nothing will interfere. I don't want to build on the ground either. There. Nope, wrong way around. And that's a concrete window. Onto the metal. I have metal because it's nice and cold here. We'll colour this later, I think. Right. Can we build half ramp? No. Oh, come on, you stupid snap points. Thank you. Wait, that's wrong. That's right. Hi, Captain. Just don't know whether you've seen the No Man's Sky expansion or the expedition, but we get to do all this scrap in these scrap yards. Now, I've done the expedition and I've got all the titles. I've got my new Colossus upgraded. So I thought I'd build a base on one of these scrap yards. Kind of an industrial base, which is coming along. Try and build a Corvette landing pad type thing here. There's oxygen down there, so that's more industry. It's kind of fun. It's not hectic, it's just like going back and being a garbage collector. So you've got these machines here which recycle stuff they collect from around the planet. Now these are standard on all salvageable scrap planets, and basically you collect your scrap. This new multi-tool thing. You process your scrap. Also, you upgrade the Colossus. So this one's got the upgrades. It's got the garbage truck back on. The tracks. So you can have the normal Colossus back, the garbage truck back, so you can chuck all this waste in here and drive it around from these waste depots to the recycling depot. Or you can have the furnace module, which isn't really any good, but it looks kind of cool. Got some new running gear. So we got the standard wheels. I don't think you can eventually make it autonomous, but it's a theme to build a base on. We've got these off-road wheels, which is 2-in-1. Track treads, rear treads, front treads. These kind of cool super elastic wheels, mechanical legs, which now they've had a update. It kind of works because they used to get stuck on dihydrogen crystals. And my favourite, the Caterpillar track. Various cabins. It's kind of fun. So this is the guy who did the expedition, so I thought I'd carry on doing the kind of industrial type looking base. I've decided I needed some power. Unfortunately there's no real power around here. So if I go in now and make a load of control things, but upstairs I want to put a hell of a lot of solar and batteries just to power the various stuff around here. So at the moment these lights have got their own little power under there. but I'm going to convert that into a ship place. Let's move the Colossus first. Colossus is cool now. It's got this scoop on the front which goes round and collects resources for you. Not a huge amount, but if you're driving from A to B, you'll see it starts collecting carbon. We got dihydrogen. Where'd I leave the base? And we can also go and recycle some stuff in it. Oops. Get in there. Well, this one's getting fully upgraded with all the movement modules. It definitely looks cool. Some building pieces I want, like this. These yellow thingies, and some other pieces like this piece, which is red. The nearest I can get to that. If I can find it. Which is one of these barricades which you can't colour. That's it, it's the same all the time, so I want some more building stuff. Look at that burnt out car. There's some new lampposts which we haven't got. So I want to make a bit more of an industrial type of place. Right, I'm going to move the Colossus place. And turn that into a landing pad. Let's just put that there for now. So once you're on these, I'll show you the other place in a second. Just let me build this pad while I'm at it. Luckily this space on quite a nice cold planet with no storms. Centered. Nope, that's centered. The recycling centre is somewhere. Let's have a look. which I didn't realise when I put the base down, it was just next door. Is that it over there? Yes. See that in the distance. That is what you'll find on the expedition, but not quite so close. So let's get the Colossus. Put on the correct chassis, flatbed mode. Go and take a look at that. No, it was over there, wasn't it? So this is basically what you do on expedition. You find these recycling centres. We've got this general scrap which goes into that furnace that I showed you. We've got this specialist scrap. We've got radioactive, toxic and explosive. So use our nice tool, load up the back, there's some explosive, and some radioactive. And one of the gameplay things is to be able to keep them all on the back without driving into holes and stuff. Okay, that will do. You get nanites and other elements. I'll have a look when I hand them in. So you've got to kind of be careful. See, look, there's some. Well, you do find scrap lying about planets that you can do. So you've got to watch yourself, especially at night with holes around. Then we come into the depot. This is one way to do it, or just do it straight from the truck. So it's kind of a relaxing expedition. So now we've got to sort this stuff out. So that one goes in there. Goes in there. Oh, come on. That's the explosive. That's radioactive. See, I'm getting uranium, nanites, Oops, I think that's gone off a bit far. Never mind. That gave me more nanites. Truck would actually do well with some tie downs. So we got nanites, ammonia. And it's kind of a fun loop. You can sell all your stuff automatically here, but for you need to sort it manually to get your stuff done, including titles and achievements. And I mean, you don't get the truck, you don't get the Colossus doesn't get all the upgrades on the expedition. You have to do it separately. So you get some upgrades like the truck bed, and you may get a couple of the different types of wheel assembly, but there's more gameplay loop than just the expedition. But what you need to do, or what Hello Games needs to do, is to put in a better after expedition gameplay loop. Right, these things have got to go or get moved. And where did I put them? So what I want to do is to copy this one. There. So I don't need this scaffolding. So that's going to be the hang on, missed a couple of pieces. So basically I'm just building up an industrial looking base for the hell of it. So I've so forgotten how to build stuff. Especially glitch building. You'd think that he invented tarp, wouldn't you? But once you get into it, it's kind of a relaxing expedition. I mean, we've got 6 weeks to do the damn thing. I fancy doing it again, but I've done it on both accounts. I don't need that anymore. And I've got all the achievements, which are all the titles you get. There's 9 in total titles. You get some nice gear. Nice, you get this new kind of spacesuit type thing. There's a little gold fob watch on it, for some reason. And I quite enjoyed doing it, actually. Especially chucking sentinels around. You see this this thing, this picking up thing. Well, if you hit the button, hit the fire thing a few times, you can launch things. And also, one of your tasks is to launch a sentinel 32 times. So you take one into a cave, you just pick the sentinel, you drag it into a cave away from its friends, and you keep launching it, then picking it up and launching it again. I suppose I best put this back where it belongs. But some of this machinery is dead cool. I wish you'd give us building parts for it. So at the moment I was going around looking for a white sentinel ship to go with all my other white ships. Let's just finish this this final landing pad. That should do. Oops, got a bit missing. Can't build it because the ship's in the way. Great. Right, so that's done. Got to do the Colossus building, and I want to power up those lamps. Yeah, how to build a power tower. I think the third floor is going to have all the stuff on. But I can shrink it down, can't I? So I could put 4 of those. Yeah, I think 4 of those. 4, 8, 12, 16, 32. Load of batteries at the back. That'll give me all the power I need for this base, but I said over there's a oxygen supply. S-class node. So I can build an oxygen mine into the industrial base. This is just messing around with powering up a oversized lamp. If you plonk these lamps, which require wiring, if you make them bigger, you can't attach a wire. But they do power up if they're on a powered cuboid room. So I'm thinking if I want some big ones of these, I'm going to have to bury the room, then power it and just put it on top. My understanding. Need some power to get up there. We don't want to have to use a jetpack. Now, if only we had that elevator that they were going to bring out. You can shrink them by glitching, or you can shrink them by a build mod. But once you've shrunk one, you can just copy them. You do this. You do the standard glitch of finding something shrinkable, like that, say, or that's the usual one. Worktop. You shrink it to what you want, and you copy it. Pick up your solar panel, then switch it around. I can't remember how to do it now. And then place your solar panel, which will be shrunk to the same ratio that will be. And once one's shrunk, you can shrink them all. Boobs has got tons of stuff on it. How to do it though, some parts have changed, like adjacency. Now this mod I've got allows you to build Corvette parts on your base. So these are Corvette parts, but they look like kind of gas tanks and some sort of protected tank, even though they're Corvette bits. So they're useful industrial. I'm trying to find all the industrial stuff. So pallets. Do stuff with pallets. Or make them bigger. So this is like the freight terminal. What else have we got to put on the pallets? There. Power fabricators. So this will be a freight terminal, so you can drive your dump truck up here, pretend to have it unloaded onto there, then your stuff goes up to the platform on top where Corvette comes in, picks it all up, flies it off to space, kind of thing. So you go around, get your recycled scrap, recycle it into some sort of product. Just a bit of fun building a base. Right, this thing I think I'm going to put a couple more exocraft on here. And we've reached a camera limit. So while I'm at it, let's duplicate this. Well, the crane part anyway. Where was that? In the middle of that square. And of course the control. Just turned as soon as I put it down. There we go. I won't get any ships coming in here because there's this thing and they're all gathering around and flying around it, which is unfortunate. Right, next will be the power. Haven't thought about it yet. Should have a power control off it in the bottom and the power on here. Or do we put those on the next floor and make this a battery room? That's an idea. And how much power do we actually need? We're powering 4 lights and a few other things. We don't need that much power, because the cuboid rooms can get power inside themselves. Yeah, let's do it the proper way. I'll turn this into a battery room. So I'll have a few batteries in here, full size. And of course the top floor can be full of solar panels, considering the limited power that we need, and there isn't a hotspot anywhere near here. No, don't pick up copy. This will be the battery room. Of course we need something to monitor the output. Sure, it's in furniture. Yeah. I have a monitor station. Just playing around with ideas. Okay, I'll have a window there. And we can fill the roof with the '16 solar panels, which will give us all the power that I actually need. Except for the oxygen mining. I don't have to have too many oxygen things here. Let's see if I can tie it in with this. And I've run out of camera. Pretty much over it. It's near enough. So all I want here is basically gas extractor. I could put more around it, but that's a 0 point over the oxygen. I can make a nice platform running to there. these size as that. Still, doesn't matter. That's a spot. So, no power. Some sort of minerals over that way. That way being about there. I'm not going to get them because A, I don't need them. I don't need the oxygen, but it looks nice having this lot on the same base. And I don't even really need it to produce a load of oxygen, just some slow stuff. Where'd it go? So we have some supply depots which you can put in there. It won't hold a lot, but like I say, I don't need it. Looks industrial. Looks like a target for Ukrainian drones. I can put some of these water towers in. All these paint well. Nope. Those will. But those don't. So I'll take one of those and put it somewhere up there. Supply depot down there. Nope. Put the supply pipe there. And we can force it down into the ground so we don't see it. If we bring it up here, shove it down on the ground. Then we come up here. We have a big supply depot. Starship sized one. Oh, come on, mouse. Why won't my pipe connect? Because it's too big. It's not happened before. Supply pipe. Yeah, so that'll be connected. I thought I could build them big or small. Not have pipe problems. You don't want problems with your pipes. Then one floor down we could build some power. We'll have to build some sort of monitoring station or something. Maybe a pumping station. The factory is getting bigger. Health and safety demands separation. Posters later. Damn. It's no good if I can't walk down the stairs. Right. Let's go and find something. Maybe a nice planet. Oh, I've got a new to go with my white fleet. I've got a new ship. Let's go to Colossus parked. Build a covered garage, I think, for that. So I can put this exocraft terminal there, even though these wheels are a little on the small side. I can expand it. Something is messing about with my interrupts on the keyboard. I've got a funny feeling it's Discord. It usually is. Don't want to do that. Right, Operation Industrial Base coming along. Oh, also if I made a slight Corvette thing for the base. So if we go to the ship, didn't want the ship, I wanted a space station. Space station, please. These Corvettes generally tie to where you've got your teleporter. So, summon a Corvette in. Industrial Corvette. Nothing special, just industrial. Industrial on the bottom. Our refiners. And the internal storage. Crew quarters upstairs, nothing special. Up to the bridge, a bit more comfy. And there's a little orange exotic. If we go back to the base, well, the Corvette is the active ship. There's a teleporter. There's a Corvette. Waiting to be loaded. If only I could build a landing pad for it, a proper one. Okay, I was going to do some exploring. I've still got to do a bit of building around this platform. Get those side panels in. A lot of it's just detailing, but in the middle of detailing I start thinking about putting other things in there. I definitely want some of those little roadway guides. Those as parts. I could have sworn I was able to increase the size of these and still have them join up. I know I can shrink them. I just don't know why that thing wasn't doing anything. Oh, I've certainly shrunk them before. There. To not there. So if I shrink it, it works. But if you make it big, it doesn't. I guess that's the same with most parts these days. I've only ever shrunk stuff. I'd have to build something that attaches to it. Or I could just put a false one in. I mean, I don't need a supply depot up here. I did it just for the hell of it. Right colour for oxygen. Hey, hello games. See this thing covering these barrels? It's called a tarp. Can we have one on the Colossus, please? Or one of these with tie downs. There we go. I'll see who's coming aboard onto the loading dock. Right, we need to populate this place. That's a big crane. Right, to the freighter. What galaxy are we in? We're in Eisentam. What are all these extra ships? Oh, bless me. Right, we need the freighter in this galaxy. Which reminds me, I've got to deck the freighter out as a cargo ship as well. I don't like those yellow trails. A bit too much. Stealth. Right, let's see if we can find a decent ship. Or we'll go and have a look in this dissonant system. Let's have a look at the ships I've got. I want to put some away. Don't know what that one is. Going to storage, that's the main ship. What's that one? Don't know. That's the current ship. Is that ship the same as that one? I'll have to go and check them out. Can't tell the colours at this time of night because my screen goes on to dark, kind of mutes the blues so that I don't stay up all night. Right, salvageable scrap, aggressive. Ancient bones, unfortunately. Toxic. Well, there's dissonance on there, but it won't be a ship. Let's find one. Reminds me, what have we got? Launch, infra knives, pulse engines. Always collect those. Right, let's try and find this Sentinel. It's a Viking as well, and I've been there. So, I don't want that. Oh, you can tell this is a new account. Or a new save. All of that rubbish. Wish you could just bypass it. Let's try and find a dissonant. Viking and dissonant. That'll do. Yeah, I still like searching for ships. There we go, acidic, salvageable scrap, so I'll have the depots there. Ancient bones, scrap, rubbish. So we're looking for ships and a ship. What ships have we got in here? Not mine, not mine. Mine, mine, mine. Ah, that's the one I made up. It's not yellow. Yes, it is. Check out the station. Check out multi-tool. C-class. C-class. Take that. Take that. Lots of stuff. And let's get into Cobra. Let's put some more stuff in the cooker. And check the ship out. Very dark, isn't it? Well, thrusters first. Quite a few operational. I want a better torch. All red. Or red and white. Don't like the van on the back. We're going to ignore that. Let's find a platform. It's not the most ideal world to spot ships coming in, especially with this rubbish torch. Thought I had a mod for the torch, but obviously not. And down we go. Right, 2 Vipers, box thruster, barrel. That's 2 ships in. 3. I saw a 4th on the station. Is there a good one? Lovely, toxic rainstorm, just what I wanted. What's that? That Viper again. Why am I thinking about food? Dunno. I've got coffee. Best drink it before it goes cold. There's another Viper, same one. There's a stubby. Not a great colour, not a great wing setup. So I use the old names for them. Strange, my aiming is going left and the mouse isn't moving. There's nothing else moving. Why is that? Let me try something. Shut down Discord. Discord's doing it. Nope. Why am I rotating left? Only on the visor. Right, there's those stubbies. Unfortunately they have bad wings, and that's another barrel. I think that's a lot. Yep, that's all of them. Not much of a good haul at this planet from the Vikings. Poor showing, chaps, poor showing. What I want is proper paint for the these Corvettes. Like, the white paint is grey. I don't want grey paint, I want white. If I order white paint, I expect a can of white paint, not a can of grey paint. So I'm supposed to have a white fleet here. Another dissonant. So, why do I have a freighter? To build on. Do I need it to summon exocraft? No, because I've got an exocraft summoning unit. Okay. Do I need it for the storage? No, because I've got 1, 2, 10 storage units on this ship. Underfloor storage. And of course 2 down the stairs. Refiners. We got refiners. Oh, perhaps I need to plot out the system. Paradise planet with salvageable scrap. One with aggressive sentinels. And a planetary anomaly. Electric rain. Let's have a look at that for a start. The anomaly, please don't be the Paradise planet. Nope. Nope. That's it. Please don't have a yellow atmosphere. Blue sea. Orange land. And it's looking yellow to me. Yes. Yellow. Damn it. I'll take some freighter parts. Sorry, some Corvette parts. Or not. Let's see what ships these Vikings have. Playing hard to get. Right, where are you? Somewhere far away. Must be in a cave. Here come the ships already. So, we've got an orange snow speeder. Shuttles and explorers. Don't know what you are. Sentient plants. Striders, I think. Yes, it is. With wings. That's a kind of rare one. I'm scanning really with the wrong multi-tool. Needle nose. Don't like it. The colour looks wrong even in this light. Just check it with my crappy torch. Looks a bit rusty to me. This torch is crap. Thought I had a torch mod. Viper with crappy wings on. Another snow speeder. It's okay. So that's 4 of them. It could have been such a good planet. Fortunately, it's depressingly orange. Rubbish ships. Viking who insist on flying a load of shuttles. Twilight is the best time of day. Just consistent sky, slightly bluey grey. Not getting the ships in. What's with all these shuttles? Right, I'm going to have to investigate this torch. I mean, look at it. It's pathetic. Barely see the floor in front of me with it. I'm sure he used to light up more than this. That's one bunch of oxygen over there. Haulers. Another snow speeder which looks crap. In the dark with no torch. Okay, it's yellow. Pity about the wings. And that is red. Pity about the dorsal fin. The planet is a little depressing. Seen that one before. I think that's it. That's a lot. Let's get off this rock. One fauna. Oh, that was a bad planet. That was dissonant, wasn't it? We didn't use our dissonant meter. And we're in the dark again. And it's green and white. Oh, a couple not lit on the back. What do we reckon? Worth the picture? It's nice if you're on a green ship, I guess. It's nothing special. Oh, how to light these things up, like the refiner unit. In fact, how to light a lot of things up. Basically, put lights on the wall behind them, and then you put them in. And it lights up the refiner. Also, on these parts, let's have a look. These on every four corners, you can insert a candelabra bloom down there. Get a bit more lighting, and you can put some lights on the wall before you put your bed in to give you some lighting. Just basic stuff like that. This game seems to have gone darker. I don't know why. They've done something to the lighting and it's made darker. Perhaps it's a change for light no fire. Abandoned system. Don't want that. Looking for a system with some more interest, not Korvax. Abandoned. That's one. And we seem to be in eternal warp. Nope, we're free. Okay. Cold, salvageable scrap, dissonance, no storms. Another moon with salvageable scrap, dusty, grit storms, frostbound, aggressive sentinels, noxious. I'll have a look at that after we've visited the space station. What have we got? Check the multi-tool. C-class. Nope. Check the stuff. Don't want beams, ballista, we'll take the pulse engine, we'll take the shield, and we'll take the hyperdrive. For the future. Right, what are you? You are the mercenaries. And I think we've got some stuff to donate. Salvage glass. So it's standing. Oh, we're up to being able to buy rusty metal. Woohoo! And we have a Raza, and unfortunately finned, the Skylark of Fire. Proportions are all wrong on this one. Still, we have some investigation to do. Nice cold planet. This wouldn't be bad for salvage, except for the wet bits. Still, what I will do is take a look at the ships on this planet, because the light is good. That's an interesting ship. Orange. Not much to it, bar switch wings. It's less interesting up close. Just got the wings and tiny cockpit. Let's find out where the trade post is. Big birds up there. Hey, I expect you to launch vertically, not through a mountain. Trade post appear. Like a pointy nose coming in. Oh, we have a barrel. That's a nice configuration. Nice colours, red and white. There's a pointy nose. Bow ties. Don't want that with a fin on. There's another barrel. Let's have a look at this. It's quite a nice colour. Red, white and black. Grey nose fin. And that's a sorted ship. You may or may not like barrels, but I mean the colours are good. Oh look, the torch just about lights up that panel. Gotta do something about that. I mean, I'm not a great fan of barrels, but when they're sorted like that one, it's quite nice. There's another. There's loads of them. What's that one? B class. Jet. Fin. C class. Another jet. So it was pointy. Raza. Barrel. Jet. So it's 3 we haven't seen yet. B class. I don't have the tools on this, so for ship hunting I'll have to remedy that. You know, the stuff to upgrade them. And I must bring my ships down on my base so I can... Oh, there's another barrel, so that's number 5. But the wings aren't good. No, there's a box thruster. Oh, that's stubby. What colour are you? Blue, green, heavy, tie, box. Come on, torch, work. So that's kind of turquoise and blue. See, blue and blue. It's okay, not bad, not bad. Found better. One more ship. It could be the one. Size of those. 2.6 meters. And I've seen that one before. Just seen that one. What class is that? B class. One last ship. Another B. I need to get this torch sorted. My old torch used to light all these up. That's the final ship. It's an unfortunate snow speeder. Heavy snow speeder, red and white, nice colouring, tie, and an unfortunate dorsal. Pity. Could have been a good one. Kind of Captain Steve-ish. I'm sure he doesn't, even he doesn't do a dorsal. Oh, check on the cooking. Right. I need to get this torch sorted out. There's no good ship hunting in the dark. I'm sure I used to have a better torch. What's wrong with this? Just kind of almost jumps and then stops. I get that when it's typing. Sometimes the keyboard just goes off on its own, like something's interrupting it. Or something's scanning. I wonder if it's an antivirus. Right, I'm going to call it there. I've got to think about some new ideas for the base. Did I get these? Yep. Okay then, guys. Let's see. Almost good snow speeder. And colours are nice. Red and white, what's not to like? All the thrusters. But a dorsal. Right, I need to get this torch sorted. I'm going to hunt ships. And use the save point. Well, I'm a multi-tools. Oh, that's an evil one. So is that. That reminds me, there's a multi-tool in a space station near me that I might pick up. Look at that, 123 million and loads of nanites. Finished cooking? Yes. No, we haven't finished cooking, we haven't started cooking. I didn't hit the begin button, did I? I just put them in there. Right, I'm going to have to make a slot for these in the storage container inventory. Or am I? No, I won't. I'll put them on the freighter because I will not necessarily have this ship with me if I'm upgrading another. In fact, I definitely won't. Right. Time to put some chicken on, I think. I have some Frank's red hot sauce, which is not red hot, and some chicken. So I'm going to make some buffalo thighs. That'll do. Anyway, catch you all sometime in the future around on the internet. Have a good one.